How do we keep losing? Every fight we take, every ambush we make, it's like the enemy has our entire strategy book in their back pockets. This new battle droid army is absolutely destroying us. Sir, with all due respect, I think we need to calm down here. We're not going to make any progress if we act erratically. Flak, Racket is gone. We had a chance to find him and our troopers were crushed. Sir, they weren't crushed. Ghost Unit is still intact. They lost a portion of their force, yes, but they are nowhere near inoperational at this point. We can still send them in again. Yes, but now Racket could be found out that he sent out a signal. We need to act how he would. Take charge, play it fast and loose, get dirty and win the day. That's how we lose more battles. Racket has never been good at strategy. I don't think we should base decisions off of what he would do. Remember how he admitted that himself? He doesn't even think his tactics work anymore. He's reformed. What do you know, Flak? Racket has been around since the beginning. I never should have sent him off on this stupid assignment of talking with locals. He should have been on the front lines this whole time. Maybe he was right. Maybe we should just take Coruscant now. Sir, you saw what happened with Coruscant and Racket's regime. They got destroyed. It's because we weren't there to back him up. But now we will attack with everything, sparing no expenses. Phantom had gathered every Ghost Unit soldier together who wasn't doing essential work at that moment. He felt like he should address the troopers and bring morale up. This Legion was family, and he wanted full transparency. Eugene and Aqua were there in full agreement and backed him up during his speech. Soldiers, as you know, we took losses yesterday when taking a small battle droid outpost. We outnumbered them, but their positions were too tight. We couldn't break through. I know many of you lost friends on that day, but I promise, you will not have to bury them in vain. We will come back and fight the droids until they're worth nothing to anyone except the scrappers who pilfer their bodies. We fight for all those who have died with us, and not one of them will be forgotten. Flak was nervous. After his meeting with Rico, he had a feeling something was wrong. Something was definitely off with the leader that he had always trusted. So he had gone to 55, a soldier that knew Rico almost as well as Flak and Racket did. 55. I was in a meeting with Rico today, and to be completely honest, it felt like I was in a meeting with a stranger. He wasn't acting himself. In what way? Well, he was angry, rash, and inconsiderate. You're right there, that's definitely not the Rico we know. Yeah, and now he wants to go off to Coruscant and invade with everything we have. I'm not sure we're ready to do that. Sure, we could do it if we really concentrated on just that, but right now, we only just captured a new planet after months, and we're splitting our forces up to fight that new droid army. Exactly. I think something is wrong with Rico. I think... Flak paused to gather strength. I think we need to take Rico to a doctor, whether he likes it or not. You're talking about a coup? No, not exactly. We won't tell anyone we're doing this. And Rico is still the leader. We just need him checked in on and evaluated before we let him do anything stupid. So it's a wellness coup? I suppose. Maybe I can get that clone doctor Lucky to help us out. He's pretty good and I think he'd be with the cause. Alright, let's do it. It's for the best of everyone. Tucker stood before the fortress that Schlieffen had tracked the dead zombies to. It was immense, but it didn't seem like Chaos realized they were coming. The defenses were still strong, but not on high alert. What was more important was that Tucker could feel the presence of Chaos. This was good. This would be his chance to kill that evil entity. The extra soldiers that Rico had sent from Hawkback Battalion were prepared for the assault, but this battle would have to be done in stages. Tucker first wanted to secure the outside of the fortress, then move in once his forces had regathered, and then take the interior. He equipped the battalion with camouflaged armor to try and help with the battle, but it would still be rough. Ayo, what's crackin' gamers? It's me, Daily Tactics here, back with another episode of Rico's Brigade. And today, Tucker's forces here, the Hawkbat Battalion, now in camouflaged scout trooper armor, is going to be attacking Chaos's fortress here. Chaos is within the walls of this fortress, and this is Tucker's chance to finally do what Mace Windu and Kodo wanted to do when they were still alive, and kill Chaos. So this is a pivotal moment for the season, and if Tucker manages to defeat these defenses, then perhaps in the next episode he's going to be able to enter into the fortress and begin wiping out Chaos's last standing fortresses and kill the man himself. However, that's going to be tough because Chaos does have a lot of troopers surrounding this fortress. His own personal mercenary army is defending it from many sandbag positions and rocky positions and things like that. And on top of that, Dr. Schlieffen's zombies are outside the fortress as well. This is a zombie fortress, essentially, because there's probably a good 300 or 400 zombies on the outside that are going to be able to go and attack the clone troopers and take them down with their zombie powers. Should be pretty cool. But the clones do have a lot of troopers themselves and a lot of powerful weapons in their arsenal that should be able to do the job here. So I'd say it's a pretty even fight, and we will see who ends up being victorious here. Either way, guys, if you do enjoy Rico's Brigade and want to support the channel, be sure to hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you haven't already. We just reached 200K. The giveaway is going on. Link in the description to the Discord to enter into the giveaway, or watch yesterday's video on how to enter. And yeah, be sure to comment down below how you enjoyed the episode and what you'd like to see next. But without further ado, let's get it going, boys. Alrighty then, guys, let's go ahead and press start right here and get this battle underway. We're going to go in slow-mo for the first bit here. And it looks like the clones up here on this plateau area actually begin by firing down at these Chaos troopers over here, sort of catching them off guard and managing to hit them in the head from an advantage point that sort of negates their cover down there. That is a pretty brilliant move, and they are continuing that fire right now, despite the troopers that they were supposed to be facing off with from the start beginning to fire at them themselves. So these guys are taking on the role of not only the flankers from the top, but also, you know, taking a lot of fire from the enemy and being a bit of a meat shield right now. So, you know, that's not going to last forever, and that's pretty clear because now they're starting to concentrate on their own troopers a whole lot more. But it was a pretty nice idea right there, and I think it did help disrupt this defensive position over here just a little bit. Managed to take out a few troopers and helped out the guys down in the forest below with their fight. I do think the guys in the forest below are going to have one of the harder positions to take for themselves because there are a lot of these small little hills with troopers hiding behind them or hiding on top of them, and there's a lot of troopers just within the woods and things like that. So I think this lower position will be harder to take for these fellas than, say, the upper position up here, which, you know, is still pretty open. You know, we gotta admit this is tough too because you don't have a lot of cover if you're gonna be attacking from up here, and the enemy's just gonna be able to sauce a ton of bullets into your troopers. But I still think it's easier than dealing with the tree dudes down this way. Either way, I mean, both sides are doing considerably well. I mean, lots of troopers are dying all over the place, but at the end of the day, they're doing well, they're making progress, and they're not taking too many losses. So you'll love to see it. All right, here comes the zombie horde out into the woods here that started from the military base. They have covered a lot of ground in the few early minutes of the battle here, and they are going to begin to hunt down these guys that are attacking from the woods positions. Are they also attacking up here? No, it seems like the zombies are getting mainly attracted to the fellas in the woods over here. So, yeah, another problem with being the woods attackers is that you gotta deal with the zombies too, man. The poor woods guys. They're not having a good time. Not having a good time at all. Well, they are taking out the zombies pretty well. I mean, the thing with the zombies is they're slow. They can only melee. It really should not be a problem taking them out too fast before they manage to get the kill on you. And yeah, I mean, we're seeing that right here. These guys are easily disposing of these zombies that start to attack them. But they do come in hordes. And if you're too busy firing at troopers off in the distance who are shooting at you as well to notice sort of the zombies that are coming upon you, then you will be getting taken out by a lot of zombie troopers. Not to mention the zombies do act as just sort of a distraction, a meat shield if it were, where, you know, they're up here and they are having these troopers concentrate on them. Meanwhile, the Chaos alive, not zombie troopers, back here are going to be able to get some free shots without getting suppressed, without getting any return fire, because these fellers up here have to deal with the zombie apocalypse that is currently happening. So it's a bit of a trade-off, and honestly, the zombies being sort of the vanguard position for the defenders does make for a pretty good strategy that that can be very, very profitable here, if not taken care of properly by the attackers. It's not bad. It's not bad, boys. It's not bad at all. Look at this trooper. He's just ignoring the zombies. He's going for the ignoring sort of position here. And look, this zombie actually tried to take a swipe at him, but he just juked him. He just kept on running. Oh, look, and now that he's behind the zombies, he's going to turn and start shooting them. This dude's an alpha Chad. This dude's big pimpin', dude. He's a legend. Look at him crawling around these zombie guts, making his way to the left to help out his boys over here. These clones are doing a great job, honestly, taking out these zombies. Okay, surprisingly, the plateau area over here has only taken 2 losses. How is that even possible? I mean, the forest troopers have taken tons and tons of losses so far in this battle. I mean, there are like pockets of them where they've just lost tons of troopers, like over here. But the plateau area, which has basically no cover, has only taken like 3 losses. And they were going up against this heavy bunker over here, full of Chaos's troopers. I don't get it. I do not get it. That is honestly surprising that's the way that all happened. I mean, I knew the woods assault would be harder. You guys heard me say it in the beginning of the battle, and that did prove to be correct. I didn't realize just how true that would prove to be, because these guys went through with no problem. You know what, maybe as they dip down this way, down this little canyon area, they'll take more losses, because then they have to sort of attack, while still having the high ground, which is good, but they'll have to attack a very narrow sort of choke point gap that they can't really fire into until they're very, very close. Unless they manage to get a grenade off. Is that within grenading distance? Maybe. Maybe. It's 50-50 on that one for me. I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Either way, for the defenders, it seems like the backlines are still doing tremendously. I mean, these guys have just been able to continuously pepper the clone trooper army with a ton of fire throughout the entirety of this battle. They're managing to get a ton of licks in without receiving too much return fire, which is really good to see. That guy got eaten by a zombie! Oh, it actually happened! I'm sure a couple other people have been eaten by the zombies as well, but we haven't been able to see one, and that's kind of exciting. The zombies are a little bit derpy, to be honest, so it's always shocking when they actually manage to get a kill. Look, that guy died to a zombie too! We're seeing zombies just coming out the wazoo, eating people. They're just eating the brains, dude. Eating the brains. Very nice, very nice. But that is sort of the end of the zombies, I'd presume. I don't really see many other zombies on the field right now. It seems like the clones managed to take out the vast majority of them. And now it's going to be up to the Chaos defenders with actual guns to start picking up the pace here that the zombies made for them and start winning the game. Winning, taking some dubskis, making the dubskis happen, baby. Let's see it, boys. Let's see it indeed. How the plateau dudes doing? They are starting to get some fire from the back lines over there. But I mean, these guys are still absolute champions, not losing like any troopers at all. Let's go into normal speed now. See how that fares. See if upping the game a little bit does anything to the defenders or the attackers. Not that it would. I mean, it's just the same speed, but sped up. That didn't make any sense. That phrase was not not a good one. Hey, another plateau boy died. I shouldn't be happy about that. Why am I happy they're dying? I don't know. It's just fun when like a super force finally gets, you know, put down a peg, you know? They start getting their own coming towards them. It's always good to see. The Woods boys are now actually the ones who are making more progress. They're killing more people on their side than the Plateau boys are over on this side, because the Plateau boys still have a lot of barricades to get through that are fully stacked, but the Woods boys have managed to take out a lot of their barricades that they've been dealing with for a while right now. Look, they're even emerging from the woods. They're about to be free of the woods. Oh, look, we got a DC-15X trooper over here. Wonder if he's going to manage to get any kills here. He's actually going for the Granata. Not a bad strat. I mean, just take these guys out with the Granata. Oh, no, he decided to abandon that idea and bum rushed. How odd. What are you doing? Oh, he just smashed his face in. Jeez. All right, the right side is officially taken by the clone troopers. However, mid still has a lot of troopers left alive. and the far right also has just a lot of troopers left alive. The far right is definitely going to be a holdout position here for the defenders, and honestly could turn the tides of this thing, because, I mean, the Woods Assault boys over here, they don't have too many troopers left, and the Plateau boys are taking an absolute beating right now. They are getting sliced and diced over here, baby. Look at the losses that are amounting over this way. So, I mean, if the defenders do manage to keep up this mass slaughter that we're seeing going on right now, it could be game over. That could be GG for the Rico's Brigade boys here. But, you know, it hasn't come to that yet. There is still the hope that the Woods Assault boys will manage to, you know, slice on over to the left here, do a big pincer movement flank, and start to chop them down in their butts. Hit them in the butts where it hurts. I think that is a very, very realistic scenario that could end up occurring here, and a lot of these troopers over here could end up just getting sideswept, and they're not able to do much about it. So I think that is still reasonable. However, the Plateau guys really need that to happen, like, I don't know, right about now, because at the moment, dude, things ain't looking too hot. They are taking some serious losses. They are getting absolutely butchered. It's not a good time. It is not a good time at all, in the slightest. I mean, yeah, look at this. Look at this pile of bodies mounted up. You could use the bodies as cover instead of sandbags. That's how many dead there are in just this little position. And it really shows that this choke point is just killing the game right now. Literally killing the game. They are killing the game. The clones being the game. Either way, the sideswipers are coming in here. They're not doing it without any resistance, though. They are taking some serious losses out here. We're seeing many clone troopers starting to die over this way as they get shot up in their flanking maneuver here. But they're managing to do it. They are killing the enemy, too. So I think this sideswipe should be relatively effective and should get these boys the dubski here. A lot of deaths over here too, and we've actually got reinforcements coming up here for the Plateau boys, because some of these guys who were sideswiping decided to make their way up this way and start the assault on these guys as well, keeping the front alive for the Plateau boys. Because in all honesty, if these guys aren't here distracting these guys, then the sideswipers will have to deal with a choke point like right here of these guys turned around and firing into them that way. It'll be a less effective choke point, but it'll still be there. But as long as the Plateau boys are coming up here and shooting down at them, then that won't be as possible to do. You know, these guys will be stuck between a rock and a hard place, as it were, and they'll be getting butchered pretty nicely. They've actually only taken one loss during this whole time. That is horrific. That is actually... Oh, there's a second loss! There's a third loss! I spoke too soon, dude! I jinxed the defenders big time right there. Holy cow! They just lost a lot of their force right there. Nice job. All right, here comes the sideswipers coming on through. Still a few dudes on this little bridge to the entranceway. These guys are still fighting it out, duking it out, making it happen, Cap'n. The clones will be able to get their day in court, though. They'll be able to slice these guys up and get some revenge for all the troopers that have died at the hands of Chaos during this season. It has been a lot, if we're being completely honest. Oh, here comes the little flank here. So now these guys are distracted between the Plateau boys and the dudes flanking them. Except the Plateau boys aren't really making their move. It's really only the flanking boys that are helping at the moment. And the flanking boys are being very effective because these guys don't really have cover that way. Oh, there we go. The Plateau boys finally realize what's happening and managed to get a couple shots off and a grenade, dislodging these troopers from their entirety of their position. Not bad. One Plateau boy does end up dying, though, there. These troopers in the defensive area are not going to go down without a fight, and they're even killing some of the side sweepers. So these guys are some trained professionals right here. They are lethal, absolutely lethal, and managing to be a very effective fighting force. But here we go. I think the final topple of these guys is in effect. One more goes down. These three droids are taking a lot of heat. Another goes down. There goes the third, and one final one bites the dust for the side swipe to be completely effective. Okay, what we have now, we have one trooper over here, and then we have a few on this little bridge area over this way. I estimate these guys maybe will get a kill or two on the clones, but they'll end up going down pretty swiftly after that. I mean, it's not a good enough choke point to just hold out against an entire army, but it's good enough to at least inflict a little bit more damage on the troopers that are attacking before they give up and end up dying themselves, you know? And that's good because, I mean, it does mean that the next assault for Tucker will be a little bit harder because his army will have suffered some more losses at the very last moments here. And, I mean, honestly, any losses, I think, are going to be a good thing for the defenders because the clones are out for a vengeance, man. They want to avenge Coda, they want to avenge Windu, and all the other characters who ended up dying because of Chaos. There we go. The last of these defenses do end up going down, but they did get a hefty amount of kills on the troopers that were attacking them. That was not bad in the slightest. They did a pretty good job here. One last trooper right here. I mean, just grenade them. Don't even risk attacking. Oh, they're going to risk attacking. Come on. Oh, there's the grenade. Good, good. Yeah, just grenade them. There you go. Little 1-2 punch right there. Alright, we got one last trooper over this way. We can sauce him in there. Why not? Fire! He got a couple shots off and died. Died. Alright, the clones managed to take the outside of the fortress, and in the next episode, they will make their way into the interior and try and take out Chaos. We can look at the losses here. Yellow are dead defenders. Red are dead attackers. Attackers took some hefty losses here, but obviously the defenders took more. Yeah, the defenders definitely took more losses than the attackers. But that might be in part due to the zombies being on the field, which, you know, count, obviously. Yeah, pretty bad losses for both sides, though. This was a brutal battle. This was a brutal battle overall. Tough stuff. Tough enough. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Comment down below if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to like the video. It helps me out a ton. And remember that the 200,000 subscriber giveaway is going to be going on all week over on Discord. Just watch the last video I made in order to figure out how you can enter in to win. There will be 5 winners, and it should be awesome. Thank you all again for 200k subs. It's been an epic journey so far. Either way, here's to more Rico's Brigade, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.